Welcome back, family. Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Sir Loco 187. I'm hoping you and your family are doing good, doing well. And today's main ingredient is the Nike Craft all general purpose shoe in collaboration with Tom Sachs. It's an exclusive for this channel. It's the first Tom Sachs sneaker that I have that I'll be reviewing for y'all. And I had to get these in hand. I got out of work. I stopped at my local boutique, which they have a Nike account and they get stuff for retail. So every sneaker I get from this boutique, you know, I cop for retail. So never mind the wind. It's a little windy out here. Hopefully y'all can hear me. And shout out to Center or Centric, however you pronounce it. Big shout out to them. They're stationed out here by where I live in North Texas. And they have two locations, one in Fort Worth and one in Dallas, if I'm not mistaken. So that's today's main ingredient. And to the new family members, to new subscribers, welcome to the channel. You're in the right place. Thank you for subbing and supporting your boy. If you're into sneakers, you're definitely in the right place. And for those of y'all, like I said, who just subbed, I just did a 600 subscriber giveaway, and the next giveaway will be at 1K. So with y'all help, I'll be able to, you know what I'm saying, grow the channel. And that's how we do it around here. Walk with me and grow with me. So I thank every single one of y'all for walking with me and growing with me. It's not a motto, it's not a saying, it's a lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? So not only walking with me as far as in the sneaker community, but walk with me in life, you know what I'm saying? We all go through stuff. And growing with me, you know what I'm saying? We got to overcome and do better and be better, you know what I'm saying? So it's a way of life, you know what I'm saying? Walk with me and grow with me. So with that being said, we're going to talk a little bit about this. My first, like I said, Tom Sachs sneaker that I'll be reviewing on his channel. And, you know, we'll talk a little bit about the man, Tom Sachs himself. And we'll go over this sneaker together. And, you know what I'm saying, drop a comment and let your boy know if y'all own a pair of Tom Sachs, either previous releases or y'all was looking at some Tom Sachs collaborations, you know what I'm saying, with Nike, or this particular release here, you know what I'm saying, which I'll be getting into here in a bit here. So once again, thank y'all, and let's get a closer look at these bad boys. So there you have it, y'all. Nike Craft. There goes the box. General purpose shoe, Tom Sachs. And these are being dubbed the boring shoe. You know what I'm saying? Because it's plain Jane, y'all. No hype around it, or, you know, maybe previous releases there's hype, but, you know, in a sense, coming from Tom Sachs' own mouth, he's kind of anti-hype, which is good. And I'll get to him in a minute. This is a general purpose shoe, size 9.5 in women, size 8 in men. And the color is dark sulfur white light cream. And that's your colorway, y'all. And like I said, there goes the box. Nike Craft, general purpose shoe, Tom Sachs. Now let's look at the back side here. Nike Craft. Now let's look at the inside. Pop the lid. If you want to read that real quick, you can pause it. But I can read it for y'all real quick. Nike Craft shoes are manufactured to the exact specifications of champion athletes throughout the world. The design and construction of Nike Craft products support all the activities of your life and tell your story. Nike Craft shuns innovation for its own sake, but embraces it as a necessity. Top quality products fulfill their intended purpose while remaining as hard-wearing as possible. Before recycling, there is reuse. Before reuse, there is durability. So there you have it. There goes the stamp. You got white tissue paper. And man, what the heck are those? I don't know if that's supposed to be crayons or bullets. But anyway, bam, here you have it. Here you have it, y'all. There you have it. It's plain Jane, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are being dubbed the boring shoe. You know what I'm saying? So let me set this down. See if this has a YDM sticker on the inside. Yes, it does, as you can see. Okay, so that's enough of the box. So let's get to a little bit about Tom Sachs. For those of y'all that know or may not know, you know, Tom Sachs is an American contemporary artist. He's a sculptor, and you know, he's infatuated with space. You know what I'm saying? He's a space enthusiast. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he designs, like I said, you know, either furniture, chairs. He's collabed with Nike. I'm not sure. Someone drop a comment, let your boy know if he's collabed with anybody else, as far as like Adidas, you know, any other brand. Drop a comment, let your boy know. But I know he has dropped some previous Nikes, you know what I'm saying, Tom Sachs, you know what I'm saying. And also too, you know, they're saying that this is a woman's shoe, but in his own words, and these retail for 110, y'all. I forgot to mention that before I forget. These retail for 110. Drop a comment, let your boy know if y'all went for these. They dropped today, which is September 2nd. And like I said, retail for 110. So anyway, Tom Sachs in a way wanted to create a shoe that's, you know, plain Jane, that you can use for every day, hence the name general purpose shoe, that you can use for just about anything, walking, running, maybe even hiking, I don't know, whatever, you know, your daily activities consist of. And the materials are supposed to be durable and reusable, you know what I'm saying, like supposed to take a beating and last a long time. So for those of y'all that own a pair of Tom Sachs, let your boy know if they are durable, you know, whatever pair you have, and drop a comment and let me know, you know what I'm saying, if y'all have a Tom Sachs in your collection, or looking, maybe if not this particular release, at least for a future Tom Sachs, because he will be dropping some more collabs with Nike for sure. But he wanted to, you know, make a shoe that's attainable, that everyone could get their hands on. So, you know, make plenty of pairs, make it affordable, and make a universal shoe. Hence, with this release here, they have extended sizes. Now, it's primarily has a woman sizing, but it has extended sizing for men as well. You know, I believe they go all the way to like size 14 in men's, but they, you know, they do have extended sizes, y'all. But he wanted to have a universal shoe so that everyone, like he said, so that everyone could attain a pair and could afford one at that, you know what I'm saying. So I believe that maybe, you know, if the hype beast in the sneaker community don't hype it up, then they should be attainable. But past releases, a couple years ago, he did a collab with Nike, and I think those were being dubbed Mars Landing or something to that effect, Mars something. And those must have been super dumb limited, because man, they're hard to be they're hard to attain unless you're gonna pay that hefty price of man, I think they're going for like $1,000 or close to it or more, you know what I'm saying. Drop a comment and let your boy know, you know what I'm saying, if y'all know the exact price. I didn't look it up, or whatever the case may be. So that's a little bit about Tom Sachs. Now let's get into the sneaker and the material, y'all. Okay, so there goes the insole, Nike Craft, and it feels like a little honeycomb feel, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying, like with the little patterns they got in there. It's pretty thin. I don't know if these are comfortable or not. You know what I'm saying, I'm not sure. Like I said, they didn't have my size, so I just grabbed a pair just so I can finally get one in hand and see what the hype or non-hype is all about, and just bring it to y'all. You know what I'm saying, I do this for y'all. You know what I'm saying, I bring sneakers maybe that wasn't in your radar, or maybe it was, I'm not sure, but whatever the case it is, I'm bringing it to you live and direct and in effect. And so there goes the insole, not too much padding there. And so we'll go with the outsole, which is a waffle style outsole, and it's in black, as you can see. And it actually has a patent, US patent number, then it has the numbers there, and then Nike Craft. Okay, so you got the black waffle outsole. Now let's get to the front. Now the laces are like kind of like sail off-white, I guess the best way I can describe it. And we'll start with the tongue. You got the pull tab, it's kind of like orange. You got the Nike branding. The tongue has that honeycomb netting, if you will, all throughout the tongue. You got flat laces, And the materials pretty much is, you got some fly knit, best way I can describe it, and you got some suede materials going on. And I don't know what this is right here, if it's some kind of synthetic material here in the middle. So here you have suede around the toe guard, and I don't know if this is leather or synthetic leather right here around the toe box. Now the upper fly knit, and I'm just gonna call it fly knit for lack of a better word, it's supposed to be waterproof, like water resistant. All this on the side panel that goes lateral, all this is supposed to be kind of like so water doesn't get in the sneaker, you know what I'm saying, since it is a general purpose sneaker. And the Nike swoosh is, you know, best way I can describe it is like iron. It feels like it's ironed on, you know, it's glued on there. I don't see no stitching around besides right here and right there. I feel like it's stuck on there, you know what I'm saying, maybe glued on there, I'm not sure. And so we'll get to the heel. You got suede right here, and it's got a little bit of motion. I mean, it feels good to the finger, to the touch. You got the Nike, and it's pretty much like, say for example, it's branded, right, and then it's just painted an outline with the black. Okay, then you got the heel pull tab. So you got one in the tongue and one on the heel. You got the Nike and Sachs general purpose shoe. Okay, and like you can see, and the tongue is really thin. Check that out, y'all. Really thin. The sides are really thin. Really no support. Like I said, for $110, it really is, like, you know, for lack of a better word, just a generic shoe, if you will. But you do got some padding around here, around your heel, but that's about the only padding. Everything else is just, you know what I'm saying, thin. You know what I'm saying? Some you can just wear, put on, and whatever, you know, in the rain or whatever the case may be. Now the midsole, from what I understand, as you can see, it's kind of like an off-white cream color, the midsole, and I believe it's like foam, if you will. And you know, you probably have to break it in. I'm not sure. Like I said, I wish it was my size. I would have tried it on for y'all and let y'all know. Like I said, this is a universal shoe, so I mean, I would go true to size, or if you got wide feet, go a half size bigger. That'll be my best guess and estimation on these Sachs. But it's pretty much plain Jane, like it says, you know what I'm saying, like they dubbed it, you know what I'm saying, a boring sneaker. And it's very, very basic. As you can see, like I said, you got no padding there on the sides, and the tongue is paper thin. So there you have it. Ain't nothing else to it, you know what I'm saying, ain't nothing else to it. I just wanted to bring it to y'all. I do actually like this color though. I'm not gonna lie, I actually like this color, because you got like kind of like different shades from the materials, right? You got the suede right here around the eye stays, and then you got this fly knit fabric interwoven material here, and then you have this right here synthetic, or maybe it is leather, but like another different shade, if you will. And then you got some more suede right here throughout the sneaker and on the back. So anyway, that's the main ingredient, the general purpose shoe, the boring shoe, Sachs, collaboration with Nike, and he will be dropping more in the future for sure. And you know, like I said, I like his concepts. Like I said, he wants to make it attainable, affordable, and for everyone to rock, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main ingredient. You already know how we do around here. Your boy can't cook without the special ingredient, and that's every single one of y'all that's taking time out of your day to watch my videos. So, you know what I'm saying, another way to support your boy is hit that thumbs up, turn on your notification bell, so when your boy Sir Loco's cooking in the kitchen, y'all be the first ones to come and get it. And your boy did get a big W on those Georgetown 6s, y'all, so make sure your notification bell's on so y'all can catch that video dropping tomorrow.